I'd say that's pretty effective advertising, wouldn't you? You imagine in the old days, before the 60s, it would never have happened, actually. Maybe in somebody's dream. And now, here's some randomness for you. Break down, go ahead and break down. It's alright. That's right, the late great Tom Petty. It's a little smoky this morning. It's not enjoyable. Well, that is a pretty nice view of Montreal. Well, here's something that I found kind of surprising. Remnants of the manufacturing history on this street here on the Rue Saint Patrick. What's this? A Cincinnati. What kind of a machine was this? Some kind of a, looks like some kind of a steel press or something, eh? Yeah. Boy, to have a time machine and come back here when everything was making something and manufacturing and polluting big time, and there'd be steamships coming up and down there here, or even spurs off the CN line down there on that bridge. The CN train line would be spurs here. Dominion Textile Building, where that chimney is. Well, there's something I haven't seen in a long time, in a very appropriate place, by the way, Rue Saint-Ambroise. Yeah, they're often here, man, because people in Montreal have no patience, so they're willing to dodge the train, just like a lot of places. A lot of angle mort, as we say, dead views there. You can't see the train coming from the left side, either side. It's kind of like the tunnel of death. I'll be damned. Look at that. I never even knew that until now because I'm visually impaired. Yeah, the old church is still here on Saint Catherine. However, Montreal is still the city of change, isn't it? Did you ever think you would be able to sit on the Rue Saint Catherine across the street from the police station? And on the Rue Saint Denis, I just turned around and noticed it. I almost freaked out, kind of scared me. I said, oh my God, the Giants have arrived. They're being taken over. You know? You open a KFC over there for crying out loud. Junk. Old junk. Filled with asbestos, I'm sure. Nice and healthy for you. Oh, check that out. They got the hose going there even. Ooh. Right here at the height of rush hour. This is called the Atrium Building. But what's really cool about... Do you hear that? That's the sound of our quality streets there, because it's more important to close streets than to fix them. Anyway, this building lights up like a jukebox at night. It's really something. See, this is what I love about my city. Even in a typical working class alleyway, I've been living in this part now for 12 years. Look at this kick-ass mural here. You know, just a few blocks from my place. Did this get repainted again? Does this get repainted every year or something? It seems that way. Oh, Arctic's crap. You're going out, you piece of shit. See you in hell. And look at this over here. Look at that. Isn't that trademarking? Isn't that a copyright? The 007 barber shop there? You know, I think it's the first time I walk up to this hotel and I think to myself, right away I think of all the details and how vintage it is. It's probably over 100 years old, I figure, with that design. It looks like something you would see in Paris, I think, you know? Beautiful. Here on Sherbrooke Street West. I forgot to record this the last time I walked up here. It's so interesting and unusual, and like, why? Why did you put that rubber ducky here? A lot of tourists this year, lots of tourists. Well, there's something I never noticed before with my crummy eyesight. Right off the Van Horn Street Bridge. You know, that's an old sign. It looks like an old sign, and the phone number doesn't even have an area code. Yeah, the old garage, the Prelude Garage, eh? Of course, you couldn't have called it the Civic Garage, because the Civic Garage is actually the name of a Honda dealer in the Waste Island. What's going on in here? Anything? Looks very sketchy. Let's see here. Where's my light on this thing? Wow, you can't see nothing. Nothing. Wow. That's some of the most unique chairs I've ever seen. Who the hell buys chairs like that is what I'm wondering. And why do I love the Main, as we affectionately call it, the Rue Saint-Laurent? St. Lawrence Street is stuff like that. Is murals. Murals everywhere. Mucho murals. You see what I mean? Look, it's on the same block. See? It's amazing. So much talent in the city. And there's one there. It's everywhere. It's beautiful. I'm sorry. I feel sorry for anybody who can't appreciate art in all its mediums. Not less. Not less. No, there's more. More funky beauty. It's all about the funk, isn't it? There you go. There's your classic New York or American City stairwell. And a stone throw away. A really worn out flag. I've probably filmed this already, but, you know, what's another time, eh? What's the difference? There's some words here. Keep thinking fascination. Good song from 1982. I can't remember who does it right now. What the hell's all this smoke coming here? I just looked over here and there's a bunch of smoke there coming there from now. What the hell is that? Just for the record, for those of you guys who are big fans of Dunkin' Donuts, especially in the States since Dunkin' Donuts reigns supreme here, but here in Canada, pretty much Dunkin' Donuts got eaten up by Tim Hortons. But that was, I think, the last Tim Hortons in Montreal up until... What did I say?
You said Tim Hortons. Dunkin' Donuts.
Thank God, what a great friend I have here. The last Dunkin' Donuts there was in the city, I believe, was right there, here on Wellington Street.
They changed the name, and I went in there like a week later, and they were still having boxes of Dunkin' Donuts with their donuts.
Come on.
Yeah, they did, yeah.
Wow. And look at that jeweler over there. See, jeweler? By the way, if you don't know what jeweler in French is, bijouterie. So there you go. Well, I have to record that. I ain't never seen two U-Haul trucks at a light at the same time. And look, there's a fire truck back there on a call, perhaps. I don't know, maybe not. Can't assume anything in life. If I had all these kids I see around here, these students, I wish I had known at that age. Never assume anything. I wish there was a lot of things I knew at that time. Oh, there's something I never noticed before. Look at this bonhomme here on the top of this bar here on Wellington in the Point St. Charlesboro. Here on Wellington. Oh, look at you, Monsieur René Lévesque, immortalized on a wall here off of Grimsby next to the Starbucks. There used to be an old Greek restaurant, I don't know, whatever else. God knows how many restaurants over the years. That's a nice surprise. Hey, belle surprise, ça, le matin, lundi, ici, là. Ça en va à la fin du mois d'août. Ouais. What is this thing I never noticed before? And why am I not surprised? This historic home looks like it's closed off here. Why? Because this is the downtown Montreal, the ever never-ending condo development continues, or condos development continues. Or if there was ever a part of town that needed murals, this is it, man. The Villemort sector. And not surprisingly, there's a cop shop right there. Yeah, just a few blocks from my place. I always liked this building. Hated it when I saw it tagged. Yeah, I'm filming it also because it's gorgeous, well lit, early in the morning, and there's a charger there. You know, I'm sorry, I have to say something about this. I mean, look at these classic old townhouses. They look like they've been around here forever, you know what I mean? I mean, they've been here probably like 150 years, really more even. And then the Forum, which used to have a similar, you know, like really old architecture kind of thing with bricks. No, what do they do? What do they do? Like everything else, like every McDonald's and now KFC is painting everything gray and black. It sucks to be old school today. Honestly, a lot of times it's fucking crap. Oof. No, it's not dry at all lately. August 12th, 2025. Beautiful sky. Just beautiful. Boy, sitting here looking over the river here in Saint Anne de Bellevue and filming these two in this, we call it in French a chaloupe. It's almost hard to believe you're in Montreal. And I'm looking at all the houses across the way here, and I'm like, what am I looking at? Is that Il Perot? Is that Pinkor?
That's that little island between. I don't even know what it's called. It's just a sliver of land.
A sliver. Rich people living it up with their yachts there. Getting like 5 miles per gallon there.
See, this part of the boardwalk has all been redone.
Under the boardwalk, out of the sun, under the boardwalk. We'll be having some fun under the boardwalk. You know, I was here years ago, and I walked along the boardwalk, and there were a bunch of boats tied up here. One of them tied up there, bro, was a 1941 Chris Craft. I kid you not, man, a Chris Craft. Now you can see why. This is a little reason why I'd like to live here. It's just all this beauty here. Yeah, still in beautiful Saint Anne de Bellevue. Didn't film much though on our little stint here with Grant. We
What food was the
but
priority?
unfortunately, I'm not going to say the name of the restaurant near here, but we'll just say it starts with a B and ends with an L. And major screw job over. I'm telling you, of all, I even told the waiter, of all the Greek-owned restaurants I've ever been to in my place, I've never been shortchanged so much on a portion on a pizza. Unbelievable! I couldn't believe how small and tiny the pizza slices were. Holy mackerel! It was like Mickey Mouse for a kid.
It was small.
Even Grant.
He's charging a medium.
He's charging a
It's
freaking medium, and
it
it's a
was
small. Absolutely, there's no question about it. I even told the guys, like, dude, there's a pizzeria near my place called 2 for 1. It's a cheaper pizza, but you get a medium, and it's like, it's definitely bigger. There's no like, I always get a small, and it's the same size as what they call a medium. It's ridiculous. So, like, I've never felt so shortchanged from a Greek-owned restaurant, frankly, and that's the last time I ever go there again.
Can you use that?
No, it's gonna go. How many bus stops do you know that there's this many freaking birds around a bus? Oh.
Oh, no.